One of the major reasons why people keep falling into scam every day when it comes to property is a wrong documentation, yes. And that should be your first priority when purchasing a property here in Lagos, Nigeria. I still remain your girl Bilan, and on this episode I'll be discussing with you about the land documentation and land title you should consider when purchasing a property here in Lagos, Nigeria. Keep watching. So let's start with the first, which is survey plan. Survey plan is a document that measures the boundary of a parcel of land to give an accurate measurement and description of the land. When we talk about survey plan is not a title as well as a freehold. Both of them are not a title. And those people in charge of survey plan, we know them as surveyors. Yeah, they are the one in charge of that. Excision is a land that has been released by the government to the indigenes of the particular area who originally owns the land before government acquired this particular land. So this means the land is no longer government acquisition. Processing of C of O is possible. When I say C of O means certificate of occupancy. Yes. And I mentioned government acquisition. Government acquisition is a type of land that has been acquired by the government for their own specific use. This land has a plan depending on what government intends to do with it in the future. Certificate of occupancy, which we all know as C of O. I'm sure you've been hearing the word C of O when it comes to property. This document is issued by the state government and it can either be for residential, commercial, agricultural purpose. It's usually granted a fixed term of 99 years while 25 years for agricultural purpose. And when it comes to investing in real estate, you should be able to differentiate the three C of O we have. The first one is C of O itself. Second is global C of O. The third is government allocation C of O. So I'll be talking about these three C of O. Yes, let's start with the first one. C of O simply means you are the rightful owner of the property. Yes, it is for you. While second is global C of O. It is a large parcel of land that is being granted one C of O. And mostly global C of O is being used by the state government to issue, to cover up a large portion of land that is being allocated to real estate developers or any subscribers. Let me take example. A reputable real estate company in Lagos, such as Landmark, owns a large portion of property in Lagoon Front Estate, Alaro City. Instead of government to issue out a C of O for each plot of land, they will issue out a C of O that will cover the whole large portion of land, and that's what is being called the global C of O. Yes, I still remain your girl Bilan Homes, and I help home and abroad to secure the best real estate ever. Keep on watching as I give you further information. Finally, the last category of C of O, which is called the government allocation C of O. This C of O is when the state government gives a large parcel of land to a real estate firm or a subscriber and give them permission to start selling. Yes. So this brings us to the end of C of O itself. I think by now you should be able to differentiate the three C of O. Let's talk about governor concept. Yes, I'm sure you're familiar with the word governor concept. This particular document is when you obtain whenever you're buying a property with C of O, and it's just to let the general public and the government in charge to know that this land has changed ownership. And are you aware this is the last form of document you can collect on a particular property? To receipt. Receipt is the least of all. It is just to let the seller acknowledge that you have paid the due payments. And as simple as this document can be, it is very, very important to keep it safe for future reason. Yes. Deed of assignment is a document of agreement that shows you are now the new owner of the land or property. And when we say deed of assignment, is also an evidence that transfer from the seller to the buyer that you are now the new owner of a land or property. Contract of sales, yes, it highlights the terms and conditions for the sales and purchase in the property. It simply means terms and conditions. So yes, this brings us to the end of today's video. Yes, today I briefly explain about the land documentation and land title we have. I still remain your girl Bilan, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like also. Thank you, I remain blessed.